So what is the ruckus about this Cricut machine we've all been hearing about? Today, we're gonna keep it super casual. As you guys can see, I want you nice and comfortable because we're gonna be talking about a topic or product that has some of you out there feeling quite intimidated. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name's Araceli and this is Araceli Chan DIY. So like I mentioned in the beginning, in today's video, we're gonna keep it very casual because I like being casual. And so we're gonna talk about how super easy it is to use this Cricut machine. There's been a lot of creators out there that have been using this machine, and honestly, since COVID hit, there have been a lot of small businesses and girls just trying to make some dough working from home, and if you're trying to do that, this is perfect for you. But I'm just gonna break it down nice and simple. Before I get on to the rest of the video, I would just love to invite you guys to stick around by subscribing to my channel and hitting the bell so you're notified every time I upload a video. So for those of you who don't know what a Cricut is or have never ever heard of one, it's basically just a cutting machine. It sounds really simple, but even though it's just a cutting machine, it's actually a one-stop tool for all of your crafting needs. When I got mine, it took me several weeks before I jumped into doing any projects because, like many of you, I felt very intimidated. So unfortunately, but fortunately, I only have the one machine, so I can't really compare it to the other two machines. All I know is that this one is super versatile, and I chose it because on my channel, I like to make a little bit of everything. So if you're into making it all, the Cricut Maker is the machine for you. Otherwise, there are two other options that you guys can choose from. I will link the links down below so you guys can kind of do your homework before you jump into buying a machine. We're gonna talk about how easy it is to use this machine. That it's compatible with over 300 different types of materials. I've used vinyl, I've used iron-on, I have used leather, I've used, I actually haven't cut chipboard, but you can cut chipboard or very thin pieces of wood. And also you can interchange like 12 plus different tools. It can help you write, engrave, score, cut, etc., etc. I'm just gonna start out by showing you guys how easy it is to set up your Cricut to your computer or your phone. So there's two simple ways that you can connect your Cricut to either your phone or your computer. I like using the Bluetooth method just because if my computer is far away from my machine, it can still connect, and then also it can connect through my phone. Or you have the option of connecting to your USB. So right back here you have your power source, and then you can connect your USB. So if you do decide to use your computer, you can do that. So you're going to see that there's two different clamps right here, A and B. So I'll just flip that open, and that's where you're going to load your pens or markers, whatever it is that you have for writing. So I'm just going to take the top, and you're going to push that right in there until it clicks. Now you just have to use fonts that are compatible with the writing. So I'm just going to take that right back out. And then on this one for B, this is where you're going to put your tools. So you're just going to do the same thing, unclamp it, and it's as easy as taking it out, popping it back in to switch over with whatever blade you have. All right, so now that you guys know how to turn it on, how to connect it, how to switch or load your tools or supply, whatever it is that you want to use, now you got to figure out what type of project you want to make. To start creating, you're going to want to get Cricut access to Design Space, and you guys can see here there's tons of different projects that you guys can choose from. As you can see, I kind of already have my projects happening here, but if you do want to start a new one, you just simply click New Project, and you have different templates that you can choose from. There's like different types of templates that you can decide on, and then again, you can choose different types of projects, and then you can also search over 100,000 images. Some of them are free, some of them you do have to pay extra for. The same with text. The fonts you can search up here. There's different ones for writing or cutting, and again, some of them are free, some of them you do have to pay for. Again, you can add shapes, or you can even upload your own like I have here. I create mine on Canva and then upload them to my Design Space. I find it easier to do it on my laptop, but if you guys decide, you can also download the app to use on your mobile phone, and you guys can see you can just log in there, and you're going to find pretty much the same thing that you did on your computer. On the top here, like
like where it has my initials, you can choose which machine you want to set up, and it's as simple as clicking on it and then connecting via Bluetooth. My Cricut is not on right now, so it's not going to connect, but that's how you go about it.
So for the most part, the ones that I've done, like I mentioned, were the iron-on and then also the adhesive vinyl. You pretty much do the same exact thing when you're going into Design Space, when you're going to make your design and print it out and stuff, with the exception that for the vinyl, the shiny part always goes up, and on the iron-on, the shiny part always goes down. And when you go print it, you do have to mirror it or reverse it. Otherwise, you're gonna iron on something that's backwards. I mean, I guess it makes sense if it's words, not so much like a picture or something like that.
So more or less, you guys know how to get on Design Space. Now you're going to go up to the right top corner there and click Make It once your design is done. And in this case, I am doing an iron-on, so please make sure that you choose the correct material that you're working with, and don't forget to mirror it. I have forgotten. It's not because it's not easy, it's just because I'm forgetful. A must-have for when you're making any type of projects is your mat. So Cricut does have a variety of mats, different sizes, and then also different grips. So it's going to be based on what type of project you're making, whether you're using fabric or vinyl. That's the type of mat that you're going to want to use. So here I am just using my standard grip mat. These are kind of sticky, and then I am putting my iron-on face down. Super easy. You're just gonna put it right into your machine, and that little arrow that was flashing, you push that so it feeds it in there, and then once it's ready, you click the blinking C and it's gonna start feeding it through. This will connect with your computer or your phone or whatever you're using. Also make sure you give it plenty of space so that the mat has somewhere to go in the back. It's detecting my tool and then it's gonna start cutting. The cutting doesn't really take too long. I guess it just depends on what type of project you're doing. This one was just words, so it didn't take very long. And then to take it out, all you have to do is hit that blinking arrow. Once it prompts you to do it, take it right out, and then you can start weeding. This is probably one of the most satisfying parts of these projects. This is a whole different topic here, but if you guys do want to learn how I made this project step by step, I will go ahead and link that video down below. See? Super easy.
Alright you guys, I think I kept it short and sweet. I hope you guys found this video helpful or useful, and that you got maybe a couple of your questions answered, and it's making your decision to get a Cricut a little bit easier. I know this is a big step, but depending on what type of crafts or what type of business or what type of projects you want to do, you definitely want to do your homework, and you got to be well informed before you make that plunge. So I hope this made it a little bit easier for you guys that did have questions. I am going to be working on 2 more videos where I'm giving you a little bit more information on the Cricut, or actually sharing some other more in-depth things. Stay tuned for those, but if you did enjoy this video, make sure you guys leave me a thumbs up. Leave me any questions or comments down below, and don't forget to subscribe, okay? Bye! See you on the next one.